San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department still reeling from a recent cyber attack. The law enforcement agency finding itself the target of a ransomware attack that suddenly encrypted its files, partially paralyzing the department. Welcome back. I'm Mark Brown.
I'm Giovanna Latta. We're live right now on ABC7, ABC7.com, and streaming on the ABC7 Los Angeles app and Hulu Live. The cyber attack on the Sheriff's Department shows how this can happen to anyone. Hackers using hyperlinks to get people to click and then get access to their data. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan has more on what you can do to protect yourself online.
2 weeks after the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department was hit with a cyberware attack, the department is still working to get all of its systems back online. Multiple sources tell Eyewitness News that the trouble likely started when someone clicked on a hyperlink that was actually malicious, and doing that suddenly encrypted many of the Sheriff's Department systems. While the department was able to recover the data, as a precaution, officials temporarily shut down many of their systems, including internet, email, and many of the computers inside deputies' vehicles, just to make sure there are no further security threats. For the time being, they found workarounds, but for example, it can mean instead of using the computers inside their units, some deputies are having to do it the old-fashioned way by calling or using the radio to run license plates or get information on suspects' backgrounds. In a statement, the Sheriff's Department said, quote, "Public safety operations have not been affected. Deputies are able to run backgrounds on people and are still getting dispatched to calls. The county is conducting a forensics investigation to achieve a complete understanding of any impact to our operations before we fully use the system." County officials did not say whether they paid any kind of ransom, but experts say these kinds of attacks are becoming more and more common.
And the cost is pretty brutal, not just the financial, but to, in the case of law enforcement, it's to the agency, the people they are serving. In the hospitals, sometimes it can impact patient care. I mean, we've seen that.
Vivek Bhandari works for Tanium, an organization that helps companies keep their systems secured. He says, bottom line, pay close attention to what you click on when opening emails.
Hey, here's a picture of your kid playing baseball, or, hey, here's a picture from, the get-together last week, or whatever it is, like something that'll make people open up an attachment or click on a link is common technique.
Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
At a controversial move, we are learning San Bernardino County paid $1.1 million in ransom to hackers who took over the county sheriff's department's computers. Thanks again for joining us here on ABC 7 Hulu and wherever you stream. I'm David Ona.
And I'm Ellen Leyva. County did have insurance for such a cyber attack and negotiated with the hackers to pay the ransom.
County officials say they carefully weighed the decisions to make the $1.1 million payment. And Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan has the details.
Nearly a month after the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department was hit with a cyber attack that encrypted many of the department's systems, county officials tell Eyewitness News that they decided to pay a $1.1 million ransom to the perpetrators to get their systems back online. The county saying in a statement, quote, "The county had prepared for the possibility of such an incident by securing appropriate insurance coverage. After negotiating with the responsible party, the insurance carrier and the county agreed to a payment to restore the system's full functionality and secure any data involved in the breach. The decision whether to render payment was the subject of careful consideration. On balance and consistent with how other agencies have handled these types of situations, this was determined to be the responsible course."
It's never an easy decision on the part of the victims to figure out, do we pay or do we not pay? But sometimes the cost of not being able to recover is so high, whether it is personnel or whether it is the collateral damage that happens from the loss of that data, that, you just have to pay up.
Vivek Bhandari works for Tanium, an organization that helps companies keep their systems secured. He says even though it may be worth it for some organizations to pay ransoms, it could actually make them a target for another attack.
So even if somebody pays up, word gets around fast, quickly amongst the bad actors as well. Like, hey, they hit this particular organization and are able to extract money. And we are seeing this. Organizations get hit multiple times within the same calendar year.
County officials say their share of the ransom payment was $511,000. The insurance company covered the rest. Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.